Cannon Hotep back at it again. Happy Friday. We got the countdown to Hotep weekend happening. Less than a week away. We in the Hotep Nation week. Man, I can't wait. I need a vacation. Plus I need some that fucking scorching hot Vegas sun. Oh man. Oh man. Anyway, what's going on? Happy y'all could join me. What's up, Natasha? What up, Jay? Yeah, they're polluting their bodies. Them doctors gave the fruit juice to them folks. Yeah, special recipe mix. It might be stepped on, yo. The original recipe might be stepped on. Anyway, let's get into it. So let's start out with, so apparently yesterday, 4 people were struck by lightning at the Whitehouse. I guess outside the White House. It's come up that 2 of them have passed away. You know, prayers go out to the families. It's sad. You know what I mean? It's sad. You know, yeah, Natasha. Yeah, it's sad. That story, I guess, I don't know. I guess it's developing, but yeah, 4 people got struck by lightning. 2 people already passed. All 4 were taken to the hospital in critical condition, though. That's the thing. All 4 taken in critical condition. The condition of the other 2 aren't known, but they said 2 people have succumbed to, you know, the injuries of the lightning strike. So prayers go out to those families. That's tough. You know what I mean? That's crazy. I mean, talk about a freak accident, right? Shit. 4 people just get, man, talk about a freak accident, man. This weather crazy, yo. This weather's crazy out here. You know what I mean? Like, right now it's 90 degrees here in Baltimore, right? It's 90 degrees here in Maryland. But it feels like it's much hotter than 90 degrees. Right? Like, it says, the thermostat says 90 degrees. But it feels like it's much hotter than 90 degrees. You know what I mean? I could never imagine being struck by lightning. Exactly. That's how I felt, bro. But yeah, you know, this weather's been, like I said, it's been wild, yo. It's 90 degrees today, and it feels so much hotter than 90 degrees. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, you got the fires happening in like Arizona and California. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Cassius Cam. You know, he doing the Lord's work out there fighting these fires, battling these fires, man. You know, because the government won't let them do controlled burns. You know, it's so dry out there that, you know, fucking leaves and sticks and shit turning into kindling and fucking igniting. You know what I mean? And they're evacuating people and everything. My man Cassius Cam and his team, they out there in them fires though. Salute to Cassius Cam, man. Send prayers up to him, making sure he come home safe. You know what I mean? He out there doing noble work out there. You know what I mean? Anyway, so apparently there are now 7,100 cases, aka the sassy pox, aka the booty pox. I mean the booty cooties. The booty cooties. In the U.S. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your new campaign. You know, unlike the remix, right? Where we didn't know remix, or they had flu or common cold or allergies or whatever, right? Pneumonia. This one we can see. This boogeyman we can see. Because the symptoms equal lesions and rashes all over your. It originated in Africa. There are two strains that came out of Africa: the Central strain and then the West African strain. They said the West African strain, which more likely this one is. They said, isn't life-threatening per se. I think like it's like 1% less than 1% mortality or something like that. But it's a bitch to deal with. Said painful. I mean, the symptoms sound a lot like that home in Virginia, but they said the symptoms are, the painful lesions and rashes and headache, and I think they said fever or some shit like that. And it takes about 2 to 3 weeks to subside. No deaths in America from it. That's a positive. Just people got to deal with it for a few weeks. They saying that the overwhelming majority of people that are affected by the booty cooties are gay men, homosexual men. That's got that community up in arms and afraid, and they are rushing to get that vacation that may or may not be stepped on. What's up, Jimmy Doss? That may or may not be stepped on into their system, hoping to prevent it. Now, my question is, right? I know that the chickenpox vaccine. Does the chickenpox vacation? I wonder if the chickenpox vacation helps that. I don't know. I kind of would assume all them pox are the same, but I could be wrong. I'm no biologist. But I guess that's a question for Tanai Ricks. I'm gonna ask Tanai that. That's a good question. But they said that the easiest way to fight it is to give people the smallpox vacation. And let them try to recover. Oh, they must be doing work around DC today, but I got to pick some stuff up before I go to DC. Anyway, but 7,100 cases. The cases are they seem to be rising. Exponentially. This may or may not be an issue. This could be an issue. Like I said, now with this one, you can see it. There's no speculation on what it is. Because it's visible on your body. Thing about it is how did they get here? You know what I mean? That's the major question to get here. Now, or if you guys remember that truck with the lab monkeys had the truck with the lab monkeys in Pennsylvania had flipped over, and all those monkeys escaped and shit and was all over the place. And then the lady who went to quote unquote help tried to pet one of the monkeys in the boxes, and she got bit by one of the monkeys or scratched by one of the monkeys in the boxes. Nobody heard from that lady. Could that have been ground zero? We don't know. But it damn sure was sketchy when we found out about that shit. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, this is your new fear campaign, people. Whether this is naturally occurring or they released it, this is your new fear campaign. Question is, are they going to use this to keep us in the house? That's the question. The question is, are they going to use this to keep us in the house? We know midterms are coming up. Democrats ain't looking too good right now. They're not looking too savory. People are starting to walk away. People are starting to lose their faith in their Democratic leaders. Afraid of a red wave. Me personally, I've been seeing the boxes. I've been seeing the boxes coming out. Those penny saver boxes. I've been seeing those coming out. You know what I mean? My question is, are they going to use this to keep us in the house again? they still got some more crashing of the system to do. They still got some more crashing of the system to do. My GPS is geeking. Oh, what the hell this thing got me doing? Got me driving in circles. Okay. Oh, I guess it's trying to get me back on track. I'm about to just take over. I think I remember where I was going. I'm not about to do this with this thing. I'm gonna go the way I know how to go. Anyway, sorry guys. But yeah, so I think that's what they're going to try to do. I think they're going to try to use this to scare people into keep staying in the house. We're going to go into another 2 weeks to, slow the spread and all that other shit. And then that shit will turn into we in the house until fucking the general election's over. You know what I mean? Brittany Griner will be the only person on lockdown. But like I said before, they don't mind going to the well more than once, yo. They don't mind going to the well more than once. They definitely will do that shit, right? They do not mind going to the well more than once. They'll run a fucking flag into the ground. You know what I mean? But that's because people allow them to do it. Now you think if we get locked down again over the booty cooties, people gonna have more people are gonna be up in arms over it, or are the same people that were compliant and getting the gamine and all that other shit and muzzling up and all this other shit, are the same people gonna be compliant again? Like I said before, it's Pavlov's dog. They've conditioned us. And we were saying this before, Hotep was saying this before, that we were speculating, right, that this shit was just the remix was just a test. You know what I mean? The remix was just a test. And that they were preparing us for something else. Is this phase 1 or phase 2 of me? You know what I mean? That's a valid question in my opinion. That's a valid question in my opinion. But like I said, guys, keep an eye out on this situation, because it's sneaking up, the booty cooties, the Liberace, the sassy pox, the pride pox. It's fucking making moves like ninjas on the low. You know what I mean? It's making moves like ninjas on the low. And before you know it, that 7,100 cases is going to turn into like 17,000 cases in less than a month. And then they really going to have a argument for keeping us in the house. In their opinion. Hold on. What is this guy doing? Excuse me, sir. It's like the closer you get to DC, the worse people drive, yo. You know what I mean? No offense to anybody that's from DC or live in DC, but DC drivers are shit. They just, I don't know. They be ready to put their whole fucking vehicle on the line just to not let you pass or get over or anything. That should be crazy. That should be fucking crazy, man. This is the turn here. What is this? Yeah, East West Parkway. I think this is the turn. Hey Jimmy, I see your super chat. I appreciate you, sir. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna read it as soon as I get to where I'm going. I'm like a couple minutes away. But yeah, like I said, guys, keep an eye out, because this shit gonna sneak up on us. They're gonna try to distract us with some shit, right? They're gonna try to distract us with some shit, and then next thing you know, boom, we in another pandemonium. I mean, we in another pandemonium. But that's what they want, because they need a crash system, and they can't do it with us out here fighting the power. They can't do it with us out here fighting the power. Alright, yeah, I remember where I'm at now. Oh, damn, Jimmy, I appreciate you. You just dropped 1999 and walked away. I appreciate you, Jimmy. Let me see where I left off, though. What's up, Ishay? Let me see where you at. Emmanuel said Russia got that heat laser. He said Russia got that heat laser. Jay says, yeah, they got the weather machines up and running. They targeted spots with the lasers. Jay says Sodom and Gomorrah out here. You like that, Natasha? I got that shit off of Hotep's Been Told You last night. Booty Cooties. That shit made me laugh. I chuckled till I had a Charlie horse in my fucking stomach. I was laughing so hard. Booty Cooties. That shit made me laugh. But yeah, like I said, guys, you know what I mean? Just keep an eye out. Keep an eye out, because they're up to something. They're definitely up to something. I just want you guys to know that. I don't want people to get caught blindsided, you know. I don't want people to get caught off sides. I mean, off guard, off sides. This it right here? This is it right here. Sorry guys, I'm going to a supplier that I haven't been to in I haven't been here in 10 years, I think it's been since I come to the supplier. But anyway, did you see that video of that car blasting through that intersection in LA? Taking out 3 cars, a fucking Scud missile? Did y'all see that shit? That shit took me off guard, yo. That shit took me off guard. I'm sitting there yo, it ain't no way that this shit really happened. I was like, ain't no way this shit happened. I had to keep watching, yo, this is legit. This is real. Holy shit. Is that what it was, Jay? Was it it was in the middle of the day. Were they fucking street racing in the middle of the day? No way they were street racing in the middle of the day. I mean, it was too busy. It was too busy. I only seen one car though. It was like a Honda Accord or some shit like that. Yeah, it looked like it was a Honda Accord or something, but it blasted through that intersection and it took them cars out damn near obliterated them. They immediately bursted into flames. That shit was sad, man. So apparently, I think my man Donovan Loomis, shout out to Donovan Loomis out there. This might set on fire around here. Shout out to my man Donovan Loomis. He said 7 people died. 7 people injured. But the driver didn't die. Right now something's smelling good. It smells barbecue. I'm gonna have to get me something to eat before I leave from around here. I need to find out where that barbecue coming from. Damn, something smelling delicious. Anyway, that's the fat boy speaking to me. Don't mind it. But yeah, that's just crazy, yo. These people getting out of hand with this. If that was a street race show, people getting out of hand. Who does that? That shit, though. He hit that intersection at full speed. He ain't try to slam on brakes, or whoever it was didn't try to stop. Bruh. They hit that intersection full speed ahead and took them people out, yo. Took them people out. Everything bursted into flames at that point. I mean, he was moving. It was moving. At one point, I was like, yo, was this person just trying to vanilla sky the shit? You know what I mean? Was he trying to take himself out? Or him, or she, or whatever, whoever, or them? I was like, yo, what the fuck? That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. That shit was wild, man. Again, my heart goes out to the victims, yo. My heart goes out to the victims on that. I'm here now. Let me see. Jay says they're going to want another event right before election 2024 to keep this admin in. It's going to be in, oh, worried things will be an Afghan return? Oh, shit. Emmanuel says 71 cases in 3 months is nothing. You're right, Emmanuel. But you know how they do, bro. You know how they do. They're going to make it seem like it's... The WHO already said it was a global emergency. They said it was a global emergency, like, what, at 6,000 or 1,400 cases, I think they said it was a global emergency. You already know they're going to paint the narrative, bro. We know that 7,100 cases in the grand scheme of things ain't that crazy. But I'm telling you, watch the narrative on this. Jay Pollan says, DC want the National Guard to come out, but he said no. Yeah, no, that's not the National Guard's problem. The National Guard's problem is not, immigration. That's Congress. That's the White House. That's DC. They in DC. That's not, the National Guard is there for like imminent threats and shit like that and policing. That's it. You know what I mean? Natasha, they probably on drugs. I don't know. They might have been on drugs, Natasha, but that shit wild. That shit wild. Anyway, did y'all did y'all see that answer that Alex that's going viral with Alex Jones, where I guess the prosecutor was asking Alex about what did he say? I retweeted it on my on Twitter, and somebody did this fucking fantastic, beautiful edit of Joe Rogan and Ariel Helwani, I think it was. Them acting like they're commentating on it, and he was like, so he said on one of your shows you said that the deep state is involved in the pedo blah 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 blah. And Alex was like, oh, you mean like one with Jeffrey Epstein and the Clintons? Yo, I lost it, yo. I'm like, yo, Jones is a legend. Jones is a legend for doing that. And then he left them speechless. He left the prosecution speechless. The judge looked like she wanted to laugh. The judge looked like she wanted to let out a laugh. Yeah, Natasha, about that. Yeah, Natasha. Yeah, but that shit, yo. I mean, I think they was trying to get like $60 million from him. I think he ended up, even though he ended up paying $4, I don't think he should have paid anything. Right? Considering, freedom of the press, freedom of speech. I don't think he should have paid anything. I don't even know why he was taking the court over it. Right? He didn't mention anybody's children by name or anything like that, or try to defame any of those kids. So it shouldn't even have been a thing. Meanwhile, you got the mainstream media pushing these false narratives. They pushed that Russia narrative for 4 years, and they were wrong every step of the way. Every step of the way, but they didn't get taken to court. They didn't get taken to court on anything. You know what I mean? Nick Salmon got his cake. Nick Salmon got the bag. You know what I mean? Emmanuel says, so Alex has to pay the victims of Sandy Hook, or reporters who lied about weapons of mass destruction liable for hundreds of thousands of deaths. Exactly, Emmanuel. Exactly. Jay say, how much we suing Dr. Falsehood for? Exactly. But you had them doing that. Hopefully, Kyle, hopefully Kyle get his money too, get the bag too. But they were defamed. They were themselves called names, and their lives were ruined personally. Alex Jones didn't go to that school with a weapon and try to take the lives of children. Alex Jones was just reporting. Alex Jones was asking questions. Some things were kind of sketchy about certain situations that I will not talk about. And they used his clips out of context to wage a war on him. And I think he came out on top. But at the same time, he didn't, because he shouldn't have had to pay nothing. He should have never had to go to court in the first place. You know what I mean? So with Kyle, the Second Amendment was on trial. With Jones, the First Amendment was on trial. You know? And that shit is crazy. It's wild. That shit is wild. You know, like I said, guys, we are down the street from that dystopian future. It's coming up on us quick. Just be prepared for it. You know? There's too many sheep out here and not enough sheepdogs. You know what I mean? It's too many people willing to follow that Pied Piper right off the cliff. Jimmy says, let's be honest, I don't blame Alex for asking the questions. If it is the redacted, they have created an atmosphere of distrust because they lie to us all the time. That's true. That's true. And when people ask, they say, well, you don't believe, you don't, they said it on the news, you didn't said it. I said, what? I was like, yo, I said, they lied about the Lusitania. They lied about the Gulf of Tonkin. They lied about the babies in the incubators. They lied about weapons of mass destruction. All of them got us into a war. All of them got U.S. soldiers fucking killed. Right? Well, the government lies. And I'm supposed to believe the narrative, the official narrative? I'd be stupid to just believe the official narrative offhand. I'd be stupid to not do my own research first to see what's real and what's not before I make my decision, instead of blindly following your quote-unquote elected officials. You know what I mean? They lied about Pearl Harbor. They said they well, not lied, but they knew the shit was coming and they ain't do shit about it. They let it happen. Now it's some shit I tweeted out. What, today I think it was. Yeah, I think like probably a couple hours ago. Apparently there was in 2015 there was a shooting at like a art contest at a convention. And apparently now they finding out that the agent, a Franklin Beverly Institute agent was infiltrated in the group that pulled it off. And that he was sending pictures a couple seconds before that shit happened. He let it happen. And now they think that it was his job to incite an attack. But y'all want us to believe the official narratives. Just as other events, the president himself laughed about it on tape. I heard about that. What's up, Watcher? But yeah, you know what I mean? But you got, like I said, you got people out here that they just follow any narrative. They follow everything. They don't care. They want to be told what to do. They want to be told what to think. They want to be handled. They don't want to have to think for themselves. They don't want their belief system broken. You know what I mean? Yeah, do that, Jay. Do that Tuesday. They don't want their belief system broken. You know what I mean? They don't want their belief system broken, people. So they'll go along with any narrative just so they don't get their feelings hurt, or they don't start short-circuiting. I mean, they'll do anything so that their feelings ain't hurt, that they don't start short-circuiting, that their belief system's not broken, that their worldview isn't tainted, because they don't want to really see the world for. They don't really want to see the world for what it is. You know what I mean? They'd rather see the world through rose-colored glasses than to see them through the shades of reality. Yeah, like that, I just came up with that by myself. Oh, man. But anyway, guys, I ain't got much for y'all today. That's all I wanted to bring up. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I might stream tomorrow. I might do a little gaming stream or something like that. We'll see. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Cannon Hotep saying, stay safe, stay well, stay strapped. Watch out for them booty cooties. I holla at you. Yeah, Jay, I'm going to wrench up the watcher. I'm going to wrench him up.